In motion, we have Mr. B. Thiagarajan in conversation with Manoj Meena, CEO and founder, Atomberg Technologies. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have pleasure in introducing Mr. Manoj Meena. Manoj, we will, instead of myself introducing you, we will discover you through the conversation. There is a generational gap, right, between you and me, that you will be half my age, I think. I was born in 1957 and my son was born in 1988. It is the same year in which you were born. And so we will discover this leadership, one traditional, perhaps outdated leadership of mine vis-a-vis the new generation leadership and entrepreneurship that you are demonstrating, and you are a successful brand. So this conversation will be about what has changed and through your own story. To begin with, I must thank you for accepting my invitation. It was also a coincidence. I was trying to dial you for something. You were trying to call me for something. And there itself, there was contrast. You were calling me to tell about how lethargic Blue Star is in testing and clearing a product. And I was calling you in order to understand this subject, how to be agile and fast. Therefore, whether you can come and talk here. So you accepted the invitation. Thank you very much for that. Tell me that from IIT, IIT Bombay, correct? And very successful academic career. So there would be many companies picking you up at campus.
Yeah, many. No. Yeah.
Many were there.
Yeah.
Which were the companies offering you the job at that time?
So I did my graduation from IIT in 2011. So that point in time, entrepreneurship was kind of a very new term. A lot of us was not able to pronunciate, how entrepreneurship is pronunciated or written. I remember some of my colleagues like Ola, Bhavish, Idea Forge, now they got IPO last year. Housing.com, very limited few of us were into this space, but it was very new concept, starting off your own, not joining a company. And soon we realized that a lot of our juniors then started joining us. And they were opting for startup as a cool stuff. But again, none of us, very less of us were having experience or background of
No, but the key question is that the starting salary you would have got would have been close to 1 crore?
So all of my colleagues were, most of my colleagues, I would say 98% people were getting very good job. Some of them went outside.
So your parents would have preferred you to go for a job?
So during placement, I got placement in ISRO. ISRO comes very rarely for electrical engineers in IIT Bombay, and I got selected as a scientist. And my parents were very happy that I got a government job. And they always wanted me to do a government job.
You were not interested in pursuing some MS in the US or something like that?
No. So I was super keen in engineering. I used to participate in a lot of exhibitions, expos, robotics competitions and all during my college schools. So one thing was sure that I would do something my own, but what, that was not clear to me at that point in time.
So if you can disclose, what were your academic grades?
Academic grades?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I was department number 3 that time when I graduated.
And a real technocrat.
Technocrat, yeah, but I would say I was not very punctual in going to my lectures, because half time I was outside the campus to participate somewhere. But academically, I was able to mug up right things and get the marks.
Any sports or anything?
So I was part of hockey team during my college.
And so here you leave a government job, or many people would have picked you up, but still you decide to venture into something on your own. And at the time, was it common in IIT Bombay, many guys wanting to do something?
So some of the people, as I said, very few of them, like my seniors who started Idea Forge, that drone company, and some of people like them influenced me that these are some of the areas where you can discover yourself, you can still pursue your passion around entrepreneurship. And then luckily we had this incubation center sign at campus, so we got incubated in sign, and I got some guidance, definitely, office space, and some direction was there. Like, it was not like that I was directionless. So that hand holding with incubation center, initial mentors, and some of your seniors who were running a startup, that helped me to understand, what is next.
So in the IIT ecosystem, actually it is a great idea, technologically sound and engineering breakthrough that generally people pursue as a entrepreneurship, whether it can be commercialized. And what was that first idea, that this can be commercialized?
Yeah, so when we started, so first thing was I have to lie to my family. That I lied my family that I have got an extension from ISRO and I can join ISRO after 1 year.
Okay.
And I assumed that in 1 year a lot of things will change.
Okay.
But nothing changed. In fact, I was in a very deep financial trouble. I took some money from my friends who got very good packages, all of them, and they cannot say no to me, because they are earning. So I borrowed decent money from them to start. But it was very important for me to identify something, because idea was not clear. As I said, I was discovering the idea. I was passionate about technology, but it was super important for any entrepreneur to first.
Which idea is that? Is people like miniaturization, or it is to do with energy efficiency, or it is to do with alternate material, like that? Which subject was of interest to you?
Yeah, sure. So during college or when I was a student, I got exposed to data acquisition systems, process controls, and system engineering. So I thought I could get some projects and get into data acquisition and process controls. And that was my initial bread and butter. In fact, that was my initial first product. We built
Data acquisition
systems. Yeah.
Can you have the first video? So as the video, that clip comes up, now so we'll watch it.
Why not? दुनिया का सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट सवाल, why not? जब हमने पूछा तब बनाया ऐसा फैन जो बचाए 1500 रुपए का खर्चा। Atomberg फैन, why not? तो वो क्या? ये Atomberg fans, of course. This is not a fan. You get it? Can't say. It's a girl, stunning, smart, P-E-A, beautiful. Your name क्या है? Introducing. Venice. से एक बार देखोगे तो जोरदार होगा धमाका। Tell me.
We'll move on. So So the when this changed from data to something called brushless DC motor or BLDC motor, that can be commercialized. How many years it took for you?
Yes, so the journey started with the data acquisition systems. We were able to survive. That was 2012. And that idea didn't work out. It was just a bread and butter. We were never able to scale that up.
That was in the name Atomberg?
Atomberg only. And then
Where this name comes from, Atomberg?
So Atomberg, sir, it has no meaning from the literal meaning, but we have now able to create a meaning out of it. So Atomberg is two words, atom and berg together.
Who all decided this name?
So I only decided the name when I was in final year.
That is, you were sitting and scribbling some names?
So I wanted the name to be started with letter A. I had list of prefixes, list of suffixes, and I mixed and matched. And Atomberg was one of the shortlisted among 4.
There is no numerology behind this.
Yeah, no. So,
Okay.
so I asked my colleagues which one is your liking. You know, I did a small survey, and what Atomberg was the least
He had
rated.
invested money. He had invested money?
Who
Your partner?
No, we have not. We had no money at that point. In time.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so the word this was the least rated by my friends, and I still selected Atomberg.
Okay.
And there is a funny story. When we were initially pitching our product B2B data acquisition, a lot of people were calling Atom Bomb.
Okay.
Not Atomberg. It was after 2019 when we started our TV commercials and proper branding activities and marketing. Then only people are now used to the word Atomberg. Otherwise, it was difficult to pronunciate. But I believe now people are able to relate it really well with technology and innovation. Atomberg is atom is very tiny idea, and you are trying to solve a problem as big as Berg, which is mountain. So now the new meaning which we live with it, and we strongly believe with it. Let's solve big problems with tiny ideas. So this is what we stand for today.
But how common man understands the BLDC as a thing? It is a brushless DC motor meant for energy efficiency.
Yeah.
That too in a fan category, which is a very, very price sensitive segment. And your product would have costed higher than the normal fans?
It is very much competitive and affordable today.
Yeah.
But it was a bigger problem when we introduced fan in 2015, right? And it was a discovery. Like we were able to make certain motors, brushless DC motors, for some other application. We were running one project for DRDO and Indian Navy into motors, and that's how we got very good learning around motors and controllers. But again, there was no business sense to that. So we realized that why don't we implement this technology somewhere where the impact would be larger to a larger society. So that's how we realized that why don't we do something in fan. And for last 50, 60 years, nobody has done much on the fan. So that was a eureka moment for us, just to understand that can we apply motor technology to fan, make it more energy efficient. It was expensive, almost 1.5 times more expensive than a regular fan. But we were selling that product to B2B people, colleges, hospitals, institutes, and government bodies and offices. And we were pitching the idea, and it was very much logical to them. And the pitch was very simple. The power consumed by our fan was close to 28 watts, where regular fan consumes 75 to 80 watts power. So we were consuming almost 1/3 power, right? And in 1 year time, you can save up to 1,500 rupees from one fan, and the cost of fan is 3,000 rupees, roughly. So in that scenario, you are able to recover a whole cost of fan in 2 years' time. And after that, it is saving you. And life of fan is 10 years, so you are going to save next 8 years. And we were offering 3-year warranty. So that thing was making a good sense for B2B people initially. So B2B people were early adopters. IIT was also one of our early customer. Indian Railways was customer. So that's how we were able to.
From B2B to B2C, it has moved now.
Yeah.
In B2C, what will be the penetration of these fans? People ready to pay a higher price for power savings.
Yeah. So B2C, finally, we introduced, because in B2C, when we are selling to direct consumer, as you rightly said, people will not understand brushless DC motor technology. but what would they appreciate? Why they would buy a product, which is we can say it is high tech, but what problem it is solving for consumer, uh, right? So it was a discovery. We call it product market fit. So that was an exercise we did in 2016. We didn't go full-fledged into a distribution. Rather, we listed our product on Flipkart and Amazon. And there we started selling the product and we started getting the feedback. And the product was not ready. It was also not beautiful. It was very traditional looking fan with a remote control. But remote control is something people are able to relate that it is smart. Then we started making, why don't we make the motor more beautiful? And that's how Renaissance series came after that.
So the third video can be played. In the meanwhile, Flipkart, Amazon and all drive down the price. They don't build a brand. If I say that, I know how Flipkart and Amazon will react. How do you react?
So that time, this category was very new for them also. First time somebody was like buying a fan from Flipkart and Amazon was also very new that point in time. So nobody knew how big the category could become. But today it is a decently category on Flipkart and Amazon. And
what percentage of fans are sold through e-commerce?
Maybe close to maybe 5 to 10%, not much overall. But BLDC ratio might be more, premium ratio might be more.
Yeah, understood. Yeah. So that video, please. So they are playing that. It took how many years from the moment you decided to become an entrepreneur for you to now have confidence that we have arrived at the stage, now there is a good brand? It would have been how many years? It happened in 2021? Or COVID came, it would have been a setback for you?
Sir, it was a very, very, very slow journey. First thing was we realized in 2016 when we introduced Renaissance fan, 2016 or 2017 when we introduced Renaissance fan, people loved the product and the product was right market fit in terms of features and costing. So that time we just realized we could become a brand. We could, because the product is superior and people are loving the product. We had no scale, no distribution network. But of course, it took almost 2 to 3 years to set up a small distribution in Mumbai, Pune, some state in South. And we started getting very good traction from the distributors and the retailers. E-com, we were already number one today. We have almost 25% market share on e-commerce in overall fan, right? And within BLDC, we would be almost more than 50% market share player when it comes to energy efficient 5-star rated fans. So it took almost, I would say, 4 to 5 years to gain the momentum. COVID also, I would say, we have not seen the dip in our sale because of the e-commerce channel. So that also worked out really well. And we then did a lot of sponsorship with BCCII, advertisement in cricket, and a lot of fan followers are actually cricket watchers. Sponsored KBC. That's how people now know the brand.
Any point of a time you had given up that this may not work?
So,
Tough moments.
no, I think after we saw the success that people loving the product, that feeling is very important. If you get that feeling that people are loving the product, then there is no U-turn, there is no going back. And that happened to us in 2017 when we saw very good reviews and there was a strong word of mouth marketing.
So big boys like Crompton Greaves or Havells, Orient and all, how did they react? You were not afraid of them?
I think they didn't react. That was a good thing. They didn't react at all. Maybe they assumed that we are small. And they were bullish around the older technology. Maybe induction motors. BLDC motor has 2 new family members. One is your magnets. The motor itself is very different. And then it need an electronic controller to drive the motors and fan. So that was, I think, a new thing for our competition. It took them some time, but I think expectation of consumer changed very fast. what we have witnessed in last 10 years, I would say in fan is that a lot of premiumization happened. You see the fans are very beautiful today, very smart. They are low noise. Instead of sheet metal blades, they are having beautiful aesthetic airfall blades. So expectation of consumer has gone up. The premium segment has grown up today. The economic segment is going down. So these are the signs that the premiumization is happening really fast in fan, right?
Even in tier 3, 4, 5 towns?
We were surprised that our fan are more loved in tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities.
Is it so?
Yeah.
But tell me, this is a marketing conference. For you, the technology, engineering stuff, manufacturing, research and development, these wouldn't have been a challenge. Was marketing a big challenge?
The marketing was definitely a new thing. See, everything was new to us for people doing engineering, manufacturing, product. Marketing definitely was a completely new thing for us. But one thing we realized was that the positioning of Atomberg in minds of people as a brand has to be very clear. If we pick any other home appliance company, people are not able to relate what they are, right? And here we wanted to create that persona that if Atomberg is coming in minds of people, what they would think. So today they think that Atomberg is a problem solver. They come up with some innovation. So we keep pushing this thing that we are always problem solver. We are always solving a hidden problem which people have not seen. We are trying to make the lifestyles of people better. Something newness is coming. Yeah.
Can you play the videos?
What a fan!
लेकिन क्या ये फैन बिजली बचाता है?
फोन से कंट्रोल होता है?
Check this fan, Harsha. ये फैन बिजली का बिल बचाता है.
फोन से भी कंट्रोल होता है.
5-star rated smart fans with PLDC tech. Atomberg.
What a fan!
We will go through a few more. Move ahead.
ये क्या किया ना? गर्मी लग रही है. पंख खराब हो गया. तो इलेक्ट्रिशियन ने क्या बोला? कहीं ना. क्या इसका समझ है? ज़ेप्टो से एटमबर्ग का फैन नहीं मंगा लेता ना? कहीं सोचा. What a fan! Atomberg BLDC fans now delivered in 10 minutes on Zepto.
पापा किधर हैं? लगता है ऊपर वाले ने छप्पड़ फाड़ के दिया है.
अपने ऊपर वाले पे तो पूरा इंडिया फिदा है.
Atomberg fans, why not?
So if you, who is behind these ideas? How much of time you spend in marketing?
So frankly speaking, I do not spend much time. And to success of Atomberg, definitely there is a strong team today. And one thing which I feel very lucky is that during initial days, I was able to build a very strong team. We call it core team. And there are experts from marketing, from operations, from sales, and those people are still with me. They are almost spent more than 10 years, almost 10 years with me.
Were they all new or you picked up from the same industry?
No, they are new. They are completely new. And one thing which I think worked out for us, everyone was having zero experience in their area, right?
Okay.
Shibam is my co-founder. Arindam Paul is there, who is looking after marketing. Ankur Agarwal is there, who looks after operations. We all were very young when we almost 10 years back. And one thing we appreciate today is that we always try to think from first principle. We try to challenge, and internally we strongly believe that let's challenge the status quo. Let's challenge. can we do things differently? So I think that thing helped, the DNA helped. And we are not applying it in technology and product development, but also everywhere, be it marketing, be it manufacturing. And from there, the freshness comes. But yes, we could always do a lot of mistakes. We have been doing a lot of mistakes, but we have been very vocal about like failing is okay. You can definitely fail, but learn from your mistakes. And good part is we have been surrounded by right mentors and advisors. It is also very important that being young, you can definitely experiment, challenge the status quo, but you need to be guided by right gurus, right people around you. So that has been also be a wonderful thing that we have been able to loop in right people to guide us during the journey.
But you got into few more appliances like a mixer grinder or few other categories. How they are all doing? Or you think that's a mistake, you should have stuck to only fans?
No, sir, fan was definitely a big hit because it was the first product, and this is what we have been known for so far for many years. But we strongly believe that our mission is, and we strongly believe personally that Indians deserve better lifestyle, better product. If there is a technology company, if there are technocrats, their duty should be to improve their lifestyles, do their best in their product. So this is what is our reflection, which comes into our product. So ceiling fan has done one part of the job. A mixer grinder was something we fully introduced this year only. It is also doing really good. Within a few weeks' time, it became number 3 or number 2. It is, I think, it is by the world's first BLDC motor-based mixer grinder. Energy efficiency is not the key there because you hardly use mixer grinder for few minutes. The game is BLDC motor is more powerful. It can deliver more torque. So you have very different grinding experience and you are able to introduce something very new. We called it coarse mode. It is slow mode. So you can do grinding at very low RPM, which was not possible with traditional technology. Right? So if you are making some chutney, for example, dhania chutney, the texture will be coarse. Yeah, so there is a coarse mode you can see on the top of the image. So that is the USP of this mixie.
That is due to the, you can play?
Yeah, Atomberg का जिनोवा मिक्सर ग्राइंडर जो कि BLDC मोटर के साथ में आता है, इसके अंदर हमें कोर्स मॉडल मिलता है। इस मिक्सर ग्राइंडर के अंदर आप पनीर चॉप कर सकते हो, चटनीज बना सकते हो, मिल्कशेक्स बना सकते हो, साथ ही में हल्दी जैसी हार्ड चीजें भी ऐड कर सकते हो। ये मिक्सर ग्राइंडर जार डायरेक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ में आता है, यानी जब तक आप इस पर जार नहीं लगाओगे तब तक ये स्टार्ट नहीं होगा। Atomberg जिनोवा एक पहला ऐसा मिक्सर ग्राइंडर है जिसके अंदर हमें चॉपर जार मिलता है जो कि एक सर्टेन स्पीड तक चलता है। इसमें आप वेजिटेबल्स एंड अनियन इजीली चॉप कर सकते हो। साथ ही में इसमें कोर्स मोड भी मिलता है जिसके थ्रू आप चटनी बना सकते हो, भी सिलबट्टे जैसा टेक्सचर हो जिसमें। इस मिक्सर ग्राइंडर का डिटेल रिव्यू देखने के लिए वेबसाइट का लिंक मिलो एंड आई विल सी यू नेक्स्ट।
Our Indian products invented in a trust Indian startups.
Why not switch to the best rated Indian fan, Atomberg fan? They're innovative, designed and manufactured by IIT graduates. And you know what? More than 10 lakh fans have been installed in the last 5 years. So, why?
So, 2 questions. How does this IIT helps in building this brand?
So this is an idea which came from, again, marketing people, right? So the one thing we realized during our B2B campaign that, and by the way, the product was developed when we were in IIT, and to validate that it is more energy efficient, we got testimonial from the professors, tested in the labs. So that thing helped us in building trust in B2B people when we were starting our journey. And I believe same is important, and more important, more than consumer, it was important for our trade partners. See, the trade partners, the retailers, the distributors, they have been selling Bajaj, Havells, Crompton, Usha for last many years. So how would they believe on a new brand? So cracking distribution was the biggest challenge for us actually. But yes, online was already proven, and we had the story that IIT graduates doing innovation and the product is proven doing good on e-commerce. So all those things build trust. And in some markets, Pune and Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, we tested our product offline first, offline, only in these cities. And there there was success from the trade partners.
So in
Yeah.
a day or in a month, how your time is divided, where you spend more time, engineering, research, development, marketing,
So today,
finance?
most of my time, I would say more than 50% of my time would go into the new product conceptualization. So we have been working on few more new product categories as we.
Fine. In this new
Yeah.
product, what is your vision for Atomberg? What it will be, or what you would like it to be in 5-year period, 2030? Describe Atomberg.
Yeah. So there are few important things which drive not me but a lot of people working at Atomberg. One thing we strongly believe that, as I said, being a technology mindset, people, and I'm able to make a pool of good technocrats with me. So I strongly believe that, and my people strongly believe that it is our responsibility to serve nation, to make their lifestyle better, to make Indians' lifestyle better. So this thing is there. It is an emotional aspect which keep people motivated, and we can call it is a purpose. A lot of people are still working with us. They work on Saturdays and Sundays. We don't ask them to come on Saturdays, Sundays, but whenever their requirement is coming, they're passionate about solving those things and applying their technology into the product, and they feel very proud when the a software engineer has written a code and they see the LED and the algorithm running. They feel very proud that their technology and their work is being appreciated and serving crores of
So
Indians.
2030 Atomberg will be?
That we strongly see it is long distance, but we see that Atomberg is going to be most loved home appliances company, and not only in fan. I'm not sure you are anyways Blue Star, Volta there, and you have been doing wonderful job in white goods, but definitely in some of the areas like fans, mixer grinders, chimneys, hobs, we call them smaller home appliances and kitchen appliances.
So you would like to expand your product offerings, but you want to get into component ecosystems as well?
Yeah, so that is very, very interesting because, and it is more exciting to me now. Atomberg has become a good brand. People know that, and we have created a good impact on fan industry. But deep inside, we are a technology company. Right? We have been working on motors, controllers, and have been building a lot of technical capabilities to come up with a lot of innovation. We realize that in fan, whatever we have developed so far, the ecosystem infrastructure, the capabilities, fan, whatever we do is an overkill. What we can do, fan, we don't want to make a helicopter and fly. So we realize that we should serve other players with our technical capabilities. We will be doing X, but if we are able to serve other companies.
So in that context, will you be a substitute for Chinese component players?
Yes.
They are technologically advanced, they are low cost, they have the scale, and will you be able to compete?
So that was a question we have been trying to answer for last 2-3 years, and we interacted with a lot of companies in India, including Voltas, Blue Star, Godrej, right? Because a lot of dependency for the component is from China. The motors which we are using in air conditioners, the compressors we are using in air cons, they are coming from China. The compressor in refrigerator, washing machine motors, a lot of things are coming from China. So thing is, what is stopping Atomberg to move, think one step ahead and become a partner to companies who are manufacturing these larger home appliances and provide components to them. And what we have been able to done in fan, we would be able to do with partnering with other home appliances who are making, for example, like with, I got in touch with sir with that development only. Like Atomberg has created one subsidiary. We call it Atomberg Innovations Private Limited. It is almost 1.5 years back we took that call. An objective was very simple, that we want to strengthen ecosystem in India. We want to strengthen component ecosystem, and we would like to become a right technology partner to other companies where Atomberg is not playing, right? And today, to coming to your answer, sir, can we compete in pricing in China? Today we have been manufacturing almost 5 to 6 lakh motors per month. right? And that scale is a very good scale when we
That's around 6 million per annum.
yeah, almost 6 million, definitely
You
6
will
million.
be the largest manufacturer of BLDC motor?
Today, BLDC definitely we are largest, but I would say in motor also we will become largest in next 2 years time. That is what we are aiming. Now this is very different drive than the brand play. It is a component and technology play, and making manufacturing story of India more powerful.
And the differentiation that it is solving one problem which people know or will not know.
Yeah. So when we compare our motors from the motor which are being imported, we are almost 3 to 4% more efficient. Generation 1 motor, Generation 2 motor we are building which will be more efficient, and we have started our R&D on compressors. The thing is, when we import any technology from outside, right, those technologies are not fine-tuned for Indian market. The ecosystem and the climate conditions and the choices of consumer are very different in China, in Japan, in Korea, in India, right? So right technology for Indians need to be evaluated here only. This is what we have learned in FAN. In FAN, it was not only 2015 motor.
So tell me, and the entrepreneurs like you, many of them, create this and get a huge valuation and they exit. How much you are passionate about Atomberg? How much you are passionate about money?
The money is a consequence, I would say, and that is not the drive which we have. The drive is simple. We are led by a mission. We keep, talking to each other, the core team member, and we always keep care. We are on a mission, right? And nothing is done. Investors will come and go. IPO will come and go. But the purpose and the mission for which we have created this organization should be there, with us and without us also. So we should be also creating right leaders at right point in time who will carry forward the same purpose and mission.
So tell me, why are you not getting into drones kind of stuff? Atomberg drones go hand in hand.
So we are building motors for drones. As I said that this new entity which is into component, we would like to empower our partners who are into drone, who are into refrigerator, who are into washing machine, who are into medical equipment. We want to build right technologies and capabilities in India to empower them, because they are expert of application. They are expert of making drone. Like for example, Idea Forge, they are our colleagues only. So I have been in touch with Ankit for a very long time, and we were discussing. I told him that we will soon make a company within Atomberg who will create motors, and that day has come. We are now actually building a motor for them, for drone. And same is applicable for some other people in DRDO and defense. There also we are very much passionate and excited to work with.
Whose idea was to get Harsh Bogle as your brand ambassador? Who suggested it?
It would be a job of our marketing team only.
Is there a fit with Atomberg and Harsh Bogle?
See, one
as
thing,
a subject matter expert or a professional?
I think we never thought that we would be able to bring a brand ambassador, a very well-known face for Atomberg, and we will never do that. The idea is that there won't be any brand ambassador for Atomberg in future also. But one thing was very clear to us, that we want to have a good reach to people who love cricket.
Okay, reason being?
I don't know, cricket watchers, most of our are actually cricket watchers. If you are able to target the people who are watching cricket, you are actually addressing most of the...
But is cricket not expensive to advertise?
It is expensive, and it was a time when we spent a good amount of money on advertisement in cricket, but that is not required now, because today we believe Atomberg is known, so the kind of investment in future will go down, significantly will go down.
This Zepto idea, how does it happen?
See, Zepto, again, it's a very small startup ecosystem, right?
He would have also started around the same time you started? You know each other?
Zepto started late. I think Zepto around 2019, 2020. Zomato and Blinkit would be similar time when we started. But this is a small ecosystem. They also want to experiment something new. We also experiment something new. So the marketing team would have interacted. I'm not sure how.
What is the average age of employees in your company?
So it will be, because it will be 28. Today I don't consider myself young. But what we do, to ensure that the average age of company is less than 30, it is important for you, because we don't bet on more of experienced people. We actually rather run a program to add more GTs or more graduate engineers, freshers.
So if I apply for a job, you will reject me. You won't
Sir,
even-
we will onboard you as a guru to teach us. That is the right place for you. Right? We definitely need learning, and that's how the program is. That we have a
No, we all will caution you, don't do this, you will fail here, you will. And so how many hours you work a day? Because general impression is entrepreneurs like you sleep only 3 hours or 4 hours.
No, that's not right. But one thing is important for leaders is that you need to keep inspiring your people continuously. And that's the major job I do today, to make their life better, to motivate them, and to chip in wherever they need support. For that, you should have a ample amount of time. Whenever they need you in crisis, you should be available. So many times, today also I keep, every Saturday, I keep reserved for factory visits. We have 2 factories in Chakan. So first half in factory 1, first half in factory 2. Objective is to motivate them, because a lot of activities are happening. If you are standing, because your presence itself it creates a huge difference.
How do you keep learning? Where is the opportunity? You will be busy with so many things. Each time somebody brings a problem.
Therefore, I believe that all the leaders should focus on learning continuously. And many times you have to find different avenues to learn. When it comes to technology, I keep visiting expos. I keep visit vendors in Korea, Japan, Taiwan, a lot of visit. Almost 2 months I have been traveling last year. So the idea was to learn and to see what is applicable, and where we are lagging. And it was not easy that we say that we will be cost effective than China. No, we have to just understand what they are doing, visit them, and we need to understand what we need to do equal or better. And it is very much possible. I think in motors, definitely we are very confident today that we are making already cost-effective motors, and not only for ourselves, but for other partners.
Which IIT is the best? IIT Bombay or
So all
Madras or Kanpur or Kharagpur?
So all IITs are best wherever.
No, one you have to choose.
But definitely IIT Bombay, because
IIT
it's my
Bombay.
biased. I'm biased toward IIT Bombay, but all IITs are doing good job.
And so all the best to you, and you are doing extremely well. And you created a brand, most importantly, in a short span of time. It wasn't known when we studied and all. To build a brand, it will take 15 years. And in a short span of time, to have created a brand and to have communicated it, it is to do with the technology, and it is something, it is solving a problem and a breakthrough products. And so it is, we are proud of having you here in the CII Marketing Conference. You continue to inspire many people here. And if I can open it up for questions, 2 or 3 questions, anyone?
Good afternoon, sir. You mentioned about premiumization, and when you entered the category was the certain way that it is. What were the drivers at the time that helped you premiumize your product in a category where there are legacy, so to speak, brands who are already existing in the minds of the consumers across multiple tiers, urban, and so on? Thank you.
Sure. Very interesting question. See, when we entered into this category, fan category, we were only able to solve a problem for B2B people to save their electricity bill. But that was not a concern for a regular consumer. A lot of consumers are not bothered about what bill, you know. They are looking for aesthetics, they are looking for smartness. And see what has happened if you see other appliances or even EVs today. The digitization has happened. The aesthetics, UI, interface, everything has changed. So we bought a new technology, BLDC, which was energy efficient. By nature, it bought electronic controller also into it. Now, it was our duty or our creativity, engineers' creativity, how we ensure that this technology meets expectation of consumer. And consumer expectation was very simple. They were looking for futuristic product, innovative product. If you ask them what is innovative product, they will not be able to tell you. Like just to give an example, if Henry Ford would have gone to people and asked, "Yeah, what you need?" So people would have told him that we need faster horses. Nobody would have told him we need an automotive. Similarly, it was engineers' duty how we play with technology and ensure that it look elegant, it look smart. So what we did, we leveraged electronics in it. We integrated LED interfaces, 6 LEDs that become very lovable feature of the fan, remote control. We added a IoT feature, a smart app, and we played with the BLDC motor is energy efficient. It also means that the motor can be very compact because heat generation is very less. So Renesas is one of the most compact motor in history of fan. So that aesthetic of Renesas and the form factor was itself polarizing. So these are some of the things which we discovered what different we can do with the technology, right? So premiumization was a need of timing, and we were lucky that we entered in this category right time. If we would have entered 10 years later, there won't be any Atomberg. If we would have entered ahead of time, then also, so I think we were perfect timing, perfect technology, and we cracked what people are looking for, and we were able to meet their aspiration. That's all.
Manoj, firstly, my heartiest congratulations to you for building a brand which is so enviable, and more so because you're so humble, even after creating that. Globally, we are seeing that brands, in fact, the founders are becoming the face of the brands. You mentioned that you don't want to have a face of the brand, but closer home, if you look at it, even Patanjali has a face of the brand, and it's the founder themselves, right? I don't want to talk about Amazon, Mr. Bezos and all. Do you confirm to that idea that founders can be a great face to the brand? And if yes, when do we see you on your advert?
No, absolutely. See, today founders are doing good job of becoming face. My point was we will not need external brand ambassador or celebrity. It won't give us justice, right? A brand should be, today's modern brand should be led by founders or leaders, not only founders, but maybe the leaders, critical leaders who are behind the brand. They should be face, they should be the spokesperson, they should come ahead, because when they speak, it is truth, right? What you see from brand ambassador is marketing, right? So now is the trend, and see, today's media, social media and the new technology, IT, has enabled founders to speak and reach crowd. It was not possible earlier. So I think I appreciate that today's founders should be definitely participating in this.
Here, sir. This side. Here. Okay. So if you bought a fan 30, 35 years ago, you never needed to change it. There are still 35 plus years old fans working. However, if you buy a fan which is, you've used it for 3 or 5 years and you need to replace it, what does BLDC do now? If I buy your fan, can I expect it to work for 20, 25, 30 years?
So very interesting. Again, so I tell you, the consumer behavior has changed, right? And I still remember at my older home, the fan is more than 25-year-old. It's still running, no problem. But now, if you see, consumers are looking for new technology. Our existing consumers are also buying fan again, the new technology which is coming. And things are changing very fast. If you see, last 30, 40 years, the fan was same look and feel. right? The 30-year fan was also same 30-year. No change, nothing changed. Only 5 leaves and the same colors, ivory, white, and brown. So, but now the technology is changing. It is enabling a lot of features, a lot of form. If you see 4-year, 5-year older fan, they will not look that elegant or smart. Same thing is happening in automotive also. Every year, the facelift is happening in automotives. So I think in apparels, in fashion, people call it fast fashion. People wear shoes only for 6 months, and companies are also designing shoes only for 6 months. Right? So I think a lot of change is happening. But we are not designing our product for 5 years. We are designing it for 30 years.
So last question, please go. You have to use the mic.
So the question is, what are your thoughts on co-creating your product along with the consumers? For example, we've seen a lot of Nike shoes, design your own shoe kind of a stuff. Fan is no more an application, it's more of an aesthetic product now. The entire game has changed. So where do you see, Atomberg or maybe even other fan companies or appliances companies going co-creating their own product? One is from an aesthetic perspective, that's one question. The other question is, today you're not dealing with one consumer, you are dealing with a very informed consumer plus AI, right? So how are you tackling those challenges?
I think the first is how we can involve consumers in making their own fans. So we are introducing that range soon, where the design of fan is very modular in nature. Modular means the core is same, but you are able to put different aesthetics, different finish color on top of it. That is happening. So to enable that, your product has to be modular in nature. Basically, these aesthetic parts are modules, so that is happening, and it will definitely pose some challenge in logistics, operations. But I think if consumer love it, we can have a special edition which we are planning. In Mixers Grinder also, we are introducing a special edition for different festive. So those are the activity we have started because people love these things, and these are also good branding activities. Coming to more informed consumer and AI, I believe that it is helping us. It will help brands who are honest, who are honestly trying to solve the problem, because things has to be transparent. There are a lot of reviews, lot of content available, lot of people tested our product, put their reviews, so nothing you can hide, unlike before. So there is so much information available, so much reviews available, so all brand has to be very honest today. This is I strongly believe that is what the age of honest brands.
So thank you very much. One last question. There are many entrepreneurs who created history or creating history other than you. Who is your role model, or who is inspired the most? One person you have to pick.
In today's world?
Yeah.
I think, sir, I'm surrounded with a lot of friends, and I appreciate all of them because all of them are having their own kind of challenges, right?
If you take all existing across the world, one name you have to pick. Technology, innovation, entrepreneurship.
Elon Musk, everybody say, I would also say Elon Musk. There are a lot of good things. One thing which I appreciate about the gentleman is that he is bold and bullish about taking risk. So
challenging the status quo.
Yeah, challenging the status quo, taking risk, right? And I think that is the need of Indians also. Like, we also need to take risk. The market is ready, funds are ready, and it is our time to take risk. And nothing goes bad. Like, if you fail, it's okay. I think you.
On that note, put your hands together.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. That was a very interesting session.